great questions to lead the conversation towards that works right now is the New Year's resolutions. You know, what are you doing right now? Did you make any New Year's resolutions this year? And then a great idea is to go back. What have been some pitfalls in the years past? What have you been frustrated in years before by it not coming through with your New Year's resolutions? You know, so that's an opportunity to bring in the rap. You know, the instant results that they've never tried that before, I'm sure. But what Cammie especially is great at doing is just over the length of time, whatever, is building trust and building relationship with a person. And you know, that's one of her passions especially, is to really help people. Well, you can't help them if you don't know them, and they'll be a whole lot more open to what you've got as if they know a little bit about you. So, you know, if it's 45 minutes before it works comes up, then that's great. But right now we're planning on heading to Australia, and you talk about cold calls. You know, these people might have hit on a website or whatever. They don't know anything about anything. We don't just talk about the rap of the business right away. We're asking them about them and just opening up those lines of communication, and I'm trying to get them on the phone and whatever, so that they can really see who they're dealing with. So that's what has worked for us from the start, and it's working right now, is just getting on the phone and building that relationship, building that trust, and slowly leading that conversation. It's also easy to talk about the opportunity, ask them, you know, how they're doing with their job. What do they do? You know, is there any economic scares that they've got with their job? Is there any threat? And maybe their wife will have that problem. Yeah, I don't know if she's going to have a job next month. You know, there's a great opportunity for you to come in with the opportunity.
Dave?
Yeah, there's a lot of conversations that can be created and spin around, whether it be the health aspect or the business or creating the wealth aspect of it also. But you're right, people don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's something that I've always taken a lot of foundation as far as making those relationships. But I think as far as what really works for me is just helping to keep focused, doing a little bit each and every day, and being consistent, having some short and long-term goals, and know exactly what my day is going to bring. Some of the other things that I've actually been involved with here lately is like a social media mastermind group. I'm learning a lot more about Facebook and some of the other social media sites that can help create relationships through the internet also. I think that's something that is going to be bigger and larger and grow even more. The beautiful thing about that is that you don't have to be confined to a specific area. You know, you can do it anywhere. So we got a meeting here, in fact, that I'm trying to create and keep going about once a month, and anybody that's interested in learning more about social media, you're welcome to sit in on that. Also, if you've been involved with or heard about these meetup meetings, you hear there's certain business organizations that get together. It's just a good way to get out there and talk to people and meet people and make them aware of what It Works is all about. So those are the things that I've been involved with. Of course, helping Debbie as much as I can too.
Thank you. And he's kind of leading us into our next question, something new you are trying or plan to do. And when I was teaching, all through school they taught you, if you're a teacher and you're a good teacher, you're going to constantly be learning. But I think that transcends all things any of us do. I mean, how can you be a great accountant if you don't know what the newest thing is they're doing? You know, how can you be a great hairstylist if you're still doing beehives, you know? So I think it's probably good if you didn't set goals for the new year in your life. I think it's important to do that, whether you call it a goal or whether you call it just something you do quarterly anyways. But, you know, I think it's good that you see that our leaders are doing that, because, you know, we can't do the same thing every day and expect the same result. You're going to get the same results. So there's going to be a point in which we're out of our warm market, so what are we out there doing new or trying to do to change and make our business keep growing? So I think Dave said he was kind of starting to learn a little bit on the social media end, and that would be mine. I'm really trying to figure that out. I get my hand slapped all the time. That's not how you do Facebook. You got to build relationships first. But you know what? I think it builds relationships. Now they're feeling cool because they just told me what I did wrong, and I can be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Is there anything else you can teach me?" So I'm really getting into the social medias as well, and I'm specifically with Facebook. And if you want to put it on your calendar, the 29th of January, I'm going to do a workshop here. So bring your laptop if you have one. If you don't, you can look over the shoulder of someone that does. We have wireless here, so you'll be able to tap into that. I'm going to do a Facebook workshop, if you will. Now, keep in mind, I'm learning as I go, and it's constantly a work in progress. So some of you might know some things I don't know, and it might become a sharing time. It might be more of a roundtable workshop. So that will be at 3:30 in the afternoon. And then for anybody that can stick around, Debbie's going to lead a vision board wine night. So if you dare to risk that step, stay later. I'll be there. Do you think that's funny? She's smiling.
We'll teach her.
Yeah, the question I'm doing now is, what is something new you are trying or you plan to do this year? And so we're hoping it might be a marketing strategy of some sort, something they can put into action. And if you're not ready, you want to come back, please just say pass.
She didn't tell me that she was going to say this, so I'm standing up. Friday, I'm getting with a group of girls, and we're going to do Fit Works Friday. Look at me now. I can't wait to come back a lot less.
Good for you. Love it. Thank you.
You're going to meet every Friday then? What's
Yes.
that going to entail?
Is
Yeah.
it here? Where is it at?
No, it's we don't know yet. We're just starting this Friday, and we're going to get together and do the menus and work on helping each other. I have a niece who's has a real weight issue that we really want to help her with, and so do I. So
If you want to use this location and open it up to the field, we can do that for you. So
Okay.
let us know what you're thinking.
let us get started and see what we're doing and because wouldn't it be awesome if there was 40 of us
And
meeting
Carla would be like,
encouraging?
can I help?
Yeah,
Do you need a weight scale?
yeah. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
that's
it.
be a product of the product, and I am probably the heaviest one in the room. So no, I'm being honest. So we might as well start with me, and then I won't have to even sell it. I'll tell it because they're going to say, "What did you do?" And then I have a story.
Take a picture.
Yeah. Oh, I've got it. It's right up there in the wall. Oh, yeah. They had to use a wide-angle lens for that one. And I like to have fun. I love to have fun. So.
Steph.
I think I'm still learning. I'm still so new. But we do wear shirts, and guys, I would go get that It Works one of the
Sexy
shirts.
back. Heck yeah.
I'm surprised how many comments my husband gets, and he opens his mouth. So he's really good at the guys. He wishes he would be here tonight, but I think that you don't really see anybody with the sexy back. Yoga instructors like, oh, where do you get that? Well, join the business, and there you go. So I'm still learning how to get in, how to go in and get past that gatekeeper if it's a new business or a potential lead. I just be myself, and here, have you seen this? So really, I just keep my wrap with me all the time, and hopefully I'll get, pull it out at lunch. Now let's go wrap you in the bathroom. I mean, you just never know. So I guess I'm still fairly new at what's working or what I'm trying, but what I am going to try is to go to the UK. As soon as we know the date. Come on, date. Let's open. So
The UK.
We're opening into UK, Australia,
Oh, that's
Northern
right. Yeah.
Ireland.
a new country. So, that's a huge opportunity. So I think it's going to be great. So I'm ready. Okay.
That was mine.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's what I'm going to do too. That's what I'm doing new this year, is venturing into new countries. And Canada was easy for me because I'm from Canada. That was like going back home. But the UK is huge, and it also, something new for me is the fear of doing something like that, because leaving family, traveling overseas, being gone for 2 weeks at a time, and so that's going to be exciting and scary, but you just got to do it.
We can hold hands.
We're going together. So there's actually a big group of us, more of us in here are going too, so.
You
Big
can
group
stand
of
up,
us
Alyssa, if
going.
you want to stand up. Come on.
I feel like there's 3 things to be focusing on in the business. One is always gathering new, one is training those new, and the third is encouraging and keeping in touch with the old or the current distributors. Notice I did not say beg the people that are dropping off. We just, we keep in touch with them, but we're not begging them. We're not worried about those people. So we're getting new, training those new people, and then keeping in touch with current and old. And I think I always try to weigh myself on all those things.